We are here. So, what do you get when you bring together a celebrated literary artist and prize poet born in Northern California and a scientist, lifelong lover of the ocean, raised on the island of Oahu? Well, you get two adoring lovebirds standing before you today, ready to join their journeys as one. Welcome, friends, family, community. Welcome, spirit, ancestors, creatures all around us. Welcome to the divine soul within each one of us. Well, it's a very exciting day. I welcome you all fully into the gift of this present moment where we have gathered in the name of love. Talofa. Today is a beautiful day. Let us give thanks. It is with tremendous gratitude that I stand before you today in this blessed garden and beautiful forest on our planet Earth to preside over the sacred joining between two most precious beings, the center of our circle, Anina and John. Our circle today is from far and wide, from all up and down the west coast of the continent, with family and loved ones from the Bay Area of California, Central Valley, Southern California, from Washington, right here in Oregon, and from as far away as Hawaii, from across the ocean. And there are many others in our circle who may not be here physically, but we feel them spiritually. They are here with us. I give all of you a shout out for coming together to celebrate and honor Pina and John's promise of love, because no moment on earth is guaranteed, and it is indeed a blessing to be here today. If you are happy to be here today, I want to hear it. Let's hear it. Woo, woo. Thank you for John and Panina for bringing us together. My name is Alicia Yang, and I've had the pleasure of knowing Panina as my soul sister for over 20 years. Wow. She has seen me through so many phases of life and has been a rock and foundation for me through so many of my most difficult challenges. This is where I really try not to cry. And when she brought John into my life a few years ago, I gained a new brother who has a heart of pure gold. I've loved John since our first meeting in Hawaii, when he visited and we got to eat and commune over Korean hot pots. And I especially love being around John because of his zest for life. His enthusiasm is infectious. And every year that I get to know these two more deeply as a couple, I feel so blessed to share in this cherished love between these two. Now, all of you may know that, yes, Penina and John are the cutest lovebirds, but they are avid bird lovers too. And it was their fanaticism for birds that brought them together to meet for the first time on an excursion to Cannon Beach for bird watching. Well, Aphrodite, Cupid, Venus, Kuan Yin, they must have all been there conspiring, or at least I imagine, because what began as a stimulating conversation about their love for the ocean, Mother Earth, and culture has turned into a love that cannot and will not stop. Now they have grown an oasis of love together, figuratively and physically in their own backyard, a gorgeous garden inviting shelter and rest for birds of all kinds. Lazuli buntings, the spotted towhee, the bright stellars jays, black-capped chickadees, and of course, hummingbirds. You see, birds have such an important place as creature companions on this planet Earth. As humans, we have made many mistakes. We've caused much damage and grief throughout our existence and evolution. But in almost every spiritual tradition, birds have symbolized redemption. They are messengers of hope, love, tenacity, and endurance, reminding us of the good that's within us and our resilience as children of nature. So, I would like to take this moment to invite the spirit of the osprey. It was the unforgettable call of the osprey on a scrumptious day where this bird-watching couple made their way for a picnic date. And as Penina describes, the ospreys would not stop talking. So I believe it was the same date where John could not stop hugging Penina. I did hear about that. This was the day that the couple knew that they had chosen each other. And you see, the osprey is a fantastic hunter. The way it hunts inspires focus, knowing what is your heart's desire, and what will nourish your soul. The osprey instructs us on how to liberate ourselves from negativity, feelings of unworthiness, to trust our instincts, to go for what will bring us true happiness and strength. So, for Penina and John, I believe the osprey is a symbol that represents your strength and your desire to nourish yourselves and each other. In an uncertain world, during tumultuous times, love is critical. And so go for what makes you feel happy. Live your life to the fullest, because yours indeed is an osprey-licious journey. So, Penina and John, you have traveled far to come to this destination. You've both lived through your own life stories. You've experienced the depths of great love and loss. You have created families of your own, many of whom are here today, so beautiful. You have been through many challenges, life lessons. You've gained life wisdoms. You have experienced partnership, and you have been independent. And all of this has shaped who you are. But here's the remarkable thing about your love. This love, having been discovered in later chapters of life, when you're more seasoned, I would argue, has a deliciousness and savor that is deeply satisfying and exciting. As partners, you get to bring your most refined ingredients, developed over time. And still, you are required to open yourselves to new avenues of growth and negotiation, plasticity of the brain, and deepening of your heart's capabilities. There is still room to grow and become even wiser. So at this time, it's not so much about learning new lessons, it's about learning the lessons you already know more deeply. So just like my Chinese masters in Chinese medicine who still pore over the classics at age 90 and above, still studying, And a dear kapuna in Oahu once said, "It's never too late to be learning and growing and loving, because it's what keeps you feeling alive." So, deepen yourselves with gratitude and patience and understanding for each other. Remember self-love. Take care of your own health and well-being as well as each other's, so that no partner bears too much of the burden. And remember joy. Exercise the muscle of happiness. As Panina's beloved Papa said, laugh from your belly to release worries, dance with each other to release pain, and look deeply into each other's eyes, as we would say in Chinese medicine, to connect to your hearts. Or in Western neurology, to release oxytocin, the brain chemical for a connection. You made it, and you have nothing you need to prove. Enjoy every moment you have with each other. You are blessed. So now I invite you and John to take a look around and see the sight of your loved ones, your community, your friends, your cherished families who have come together to mark this day with you as the first day you go forward as a married couple. I invite you to remember in your heart your ancestors, cherished loved ones who have passed away, former partners, mother, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They are all standing here beside you, supporting your health and your happiness. And I invite you to give this moment to honor the Native people, Native ancestors of this land, in which we are here so blessed to partake in this beautiful place, the home of the Kalapuya. And I invite you all, beloved family and friends, to take a moment to connect with Spirit. Yes. And there, what kind of bird is that? Turkey vulture. I believe bird watching makes you look really young too. Actually, recently said that, it takes away your wrinkles. Or it just makes you glow. So, we recommend bird watching. I invite you all, friends and family, to connect with Spirit. However that may mean or feel to you, it may mean saying a little blessing in your heart of gratitude. It may mean acknowledging a higher force, or it may just mean feeling the sensations and fullness of this moment. Feeling the breeze, the air, the vibration of the leaves, the bees, the flowers, the trees, and the land beneath our feet. Now, I love a call and response, and I am going to activate the power of our circle here. Friends and family, if you may, we're going to energize this vow sharing that's going to happen. If you may repeat after me, I'm going to summon an auspicious chant to prepare John and Panina for their vows. So, are you all ready? Okay, then please repeat after me. We are here.
We are here.
We are here for you, Panina and John.
We are here for you, Panina and John.
We give thanks.
We give thanks.
We surround you with love.
We surround you with love.
Let love nourish you.
Let love nourish you.
Let love guide you.
Let love guide you.
And let love win.
Let love win.
All right, very good, friends and family. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, and now for the moment we have been waiting for. We will get to hear Panina's and John's vows that they have prepared in dedication to each other to be their guiding light in their next chapter of love. I do have your vows. Okay, here we go. Would you like this?
forgot my glasses. From this day forward, I promise to laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow.
I promise to love you as you are, as you are, as you are, as you have loved me, as I am, even all my broken parts. I will listen to you with compassion and speak to you with encouragement. I will always remind you that sunshine follows the rain.
I will be there for you in times of need and leave you in your need of time.
I promise to be with you through your troubles and our troubles, and I will be understanding and patient for a change.
I will support you with your dreams and encourage you when in doubt. I will love you. You can say that too.
I'm never waiting for the verse.
I will love you for better or for worse.
I will love you for better or worse.
I promise to nurture you in sickness and enjoy life with you in health.
I promise to nurture you in sickness and enjoy times of you in health.
I promise to give you my all and all that I have to give.
I promise to give you my all and all I have to give.
I will never leave you. I will never forsake you.
I will never leave you, never will I forsake you.
I promise to love you and care for you all the days of my life.
I promise to love you and cherish you all the days of my life.
I love you.
I love you.
Wonderful. All right, and I think now we are ready for the rings. Just a little bit about the symbolism of these rings. They have a woven symbolism to represent the weave that is between these two that can never break. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
No. Beautiful. All right. Take your time with the He's massaging her finger. Woo-wee! All right, and now you may kiss. This is our favorite part. Oh, wow. That was a really great kiss. And now it is my great pleasure to pronounce you partners and lovers for life. Right.
Welcome back, everybody. How's everyone? Good. How's the food? Food is good? Good. And the drinks are good? All right. Okay. Well, we are all going to get settled in, get that delicious food going, and then we're going to have an exciting, a beautiful program for you lined up tonight. Okay. So we just want to get everyone settled in for now, because we're going to have a special treat. Penina and John, they're going to do a siba for us. So it's going to be a dance, it's going to be beautiful. So as they change into their siba costumes that Penina's sister made for them, let's give a shout out to Anita, Tausdala, for making those beautiful costumes. Beautiful, Anita. Yes. Okay, Penina, she titled their dance Siva Manalua. The word Siva translates as dance. So when you say it in English, Siva is a dance. Manalua is one of the oldest and most well-known symbols in Polynesia. The geometric motif was used as the border for their wedding invitations. In Samoan and Tongan language, the Manalua translates as two birds or two pairs of wings coming together to start a new union. Also, the Manalua translates when two individuals or two groups of families come together in unity. They come together in unity, strength, and most important, love for one another. They'd like everyone to understand that they are not dancing a traditional Samoan siva, but an adaptation of the siva to personalize their story. The dance is also a welcome dance, a dance of tribute, and most important, it is a love story. And I will explain the dance in detail. It includes 4 parts of the siva. But first, hey, let me give you a little backstory of the dance. Penina's cousin Mafatua insisted that Penina dance the siva. Although Penina persisted that she could not learn the siva in just 2 short months, Mafatua insisted, saying, "Sis, You're the bride. And it's really easy. Mapatua sent YouTube videos to Penina. So John and Penina have been practicing daily for over a month. John and Penina make a good team for learning a dance in just a little over that month. John's input brought the birds and canoe paddles into their siva. And Penina, the mean teacher, only sometimes, choreographed their siva. Penina said, quote, "Thank you, Mapatua." While choreographing this siva, it brought me back to myself and my culture that I always longed for. Our cultural roots are strong. When Grandma Suliana came to me in my quiet time, she thanked me for making an effort to represent home. The dance celebrates not only our wedding, but my father, your father, my Uncle Mike, Uncle Paul, Auntie Talvella, Auntie Daisy, who danced the traditional Samoan dances on the weekends for our neighbors and friends. What joy and power they brought to our cul-de-sac in Woodland, California. The dance is also a prayer, a poem, and a tribute. So first we'll start with Penina's tribute. First, Penina dedicates her Siva Manalua to her enthusiastic and young, very young at heart, now her husband, John Matthews. Secondly, Penina dedicates her Siva dance to the Taisalis and to the Wences. Fa'afetai tele lava, Anita, Lisa, Dale, for holding me today and celebrating with me. Penina also thanks those who wish they could be here today but could not make it. Those include her brothers Mike, Mark, Chris, and Eric, and her sister Ellie. Penina knows her siblings are here in spirit, including Brother Matthew and Brother Steve. She loves you all and understands that each of you are here in spirit. Penina also dedicates her dance to her cousins, Yobu, it's me, Tula, Frank, Martha, and friends, Kawal, Sister Barbara, that's Sister Barbara, and her childhood friend Dee Dee.
Yay, Dee Dee.
Hey, Dee Dee. Poetess Eleanor, her Oakland homies, and the friends present today. Without their love and support over all these years, and their solid faith and belief in Penina, Penina may have never believed such love as this was even possible. Penina honors her ancestors in this dance, her grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles. She especially remembers our beloved Uncle Paul, the best dancer in the family, who passed away last year, July of 2021. And lastly, a very special tribute for her beloved Tenderloin mother, her father Yofu Taisali, Penina's spiritual arms and legs and hands and feet. Her father taught her how to find herself when she gets lost. He taught her tenderness, strength, and to never give up in love. My Uncle Yoku, Penina's father, quotes, "Do not be afraid to love again, daughter." Good advice. Now for John's tribute. John would like to dedicate the Siva to his beautiful, loving, but tough Samoan Irish wife, for her patience in putting up with her Palani husband, trying to learn this beautiful siva, whose origin lies in the rich history of her heritage and her fathomless creative abilities. John's heritage, although Scotch-English, according to Ancestry.com, but John is an island boy. His father was born on the island of Santa Catalina, off the coast of Southern California. John moved to Hawaii with his parents, Bill and Lois Matthews, when he was in the 6th grade, where he learned to appreciate the sea and Hawaiian traditions. John has now passed off on a new, beautiful voyage in his life, while remembering those who have loved him in his life and have brought him to this next adventure. Specifically, he honors his late wife, Sandy. She was John's guiding light for 43 and a half years, and the remarkable mother of their 3 extraordinary children, Tanya, Stacy, and Monica, here this evening with their families. Russ, Agnaldo, Karen, along with grandchildren, Annie, and the ring bearer, Remy. All right, let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. John also feels honored to also have members of Sandy's family present here today. Sandy's brother, Nick Welp. Can you see where Nick is? And his wife, Diane. All right. Their children, daughter Laura, with her husband Toby. Also, son Nathan and his wife S, formerly known as Shara. Where are they? And their children Atticus, Elisa, Doctor, and Archie. Where are they at? Where are you guys? We're over here. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's give them a hand. But before they come to the stage, the song they will dance to is Le Tausala Samoa. But this song is about a maiden dancer who dances with grace and also lets the young man dance at her side. But again, their Siva Manalua is about their own story. They borrow dance moves from Samoa, Tonga, Hawaii, and Aotearoa, which we know as New Zealand. The dance has 4 parts. Part 1 invokes the ocean, the birds, our ancestors, and the making of the kava. Part 2 of this dance casts a wide net, pulling into our lives new family members and how we may celebrate as one family. This is also a fun dance of passion, humor, adventure, and endurance. Part 3. Part 3 is the slap dance. It's also known as sa-sa. This part of the dance is dedicated to Penina's mentor, Sister Barbara Rothmore, who celebrated her 85th birthday on Monday, July 11th. Sister Barbara also wanted to celebrate with us, but she could not make it. But we want to always keep her in our prayers. Tell you a little bit about the slap dance, or the sa-sa. The slap dance originated from Samoa. It has been said that men slap dance to slap the mosquitoes away. But like in many cultures, there are many stories behind the dance. For Penina, the slap dance represents gratitude and music. to be alive. It is the earth body, ocean body, and human body connecting to the joy of living on earth right now. We slap our body in gratitude of being alive. We slap our bodies to wake up. We slap our ears to listen closer to bird wings lifting up into the sky. We listen to ocean waves slapping the cliff, the sandy shore of the canoe. We listen to the whale breaching and splashing hard back into the water. We listen to our inner heart slapping the drums toward beauty, for justice, for life, and our solidarity. After the slap dance, Penina and John will transition into their Siva solo to express their own unique selves. This part, family and friends may join in. After okay, and then the part 5 of this is that we borrow just a few Maori moves to express the divine masculine, and a few Hawaiian hula moves to express the divine feminine. We honor the complexities within each of us. We respect our differences. We can celebrate love and understanding. The dance is closed by thanking our ancestors. So, with great pleasure, let me introduce Penina Taisali Ali'i Matthews and John and Penina Taisali Ali'i Matthews.
I'd like to make a toast to the bride and groom, the wonderful couple here today. And I toast you great happiness throughout your life and, pardon me? Oh yes, let's everybody grab a drink and toast to our couple. Cheers! Long, healthy life.
Hold the mic nice and close.
May you two find all the love and happiness forever. I love you guys and thank you for everything you do for us. Love you guys. Bye.
John and Tanina, I don't have any note or any cheat sheet, so I'm just speaking out of my heart. So, my name is Luke from California. It's a privilege for me to be part of your celebration tonight. Wish you all the best. Long journey. It will be both beautiful and lovely. And for the lovely couple, I would like to propose a toast from everybody here in the room. Shall we? Cheers! Salute! Salute! Thank you.
I think it's John and Penina is good for each other, and I hope we have a good life, and I help you for 2 years together.
You did.
All right, here we go, sir.
DJ Dan, thank you. I'm Caldwell. I've known Penina for about 25 years. And I just have to say that in all those years that I've known Penina, she had the love of community, she had the love of family, the love of her cats. And that was just absent a love that she now has found with John. And that was a lot of years of her. And I'll say that I met her, we were working with young people that were fighting for social justice in Oakland. And it was where she brought in arts to fighting for political justice. And it was something that was very powerful. When you mix fighting for something that teenagers want, ethnic studies in schools, or to stop deportation of their families, and then you mix it with arts, it really brought it to a whole nother level, and that's the way that I met my sister. I love her so much. When she contacted us, my family, just a few years ago, when she met John, there was something in her voice, something in her spirit that I never felt before. And it was something that many of us that have known and loved her for so long have longed for her to find. And it's just been a beautiful, we always share about talking story. Talking story of our ancestors, our lineages and where we come from. And to see the continuation of my sister Penina's story as well as John's coming together. It's just such a beautiful journey and story. And there's animals all court in different ways, but I think that birds like court in one of the most beautiful ways. If you ever see birds court, and it's just so fitting that they would meet bird watching. And I feel bad that we actually had to eat a bird for dinner though, but and we get nourished by what we love, right? We get nourished by what we love. Penina and John, I wish you all the continued happiness. It's also interesting that we're in Silverton and Silver Falls. And when we did a groom circle today, I mentioned that they're kind of coming together in the silver part of their lives, but the golden is yet to come. And so with that, I'd like to toast to John and Penina. We love you. And may the ancestors and family, community, and spirit hold you through the rest of your years. DJ Dan, back in the house.
We live down in Northern California, so
wasn't expecting to do a toast today, so I'm just going to tell a little story that I can remember from about 5 years ago. So this morning, my beautiful better half, Martha, and I got up, and we decided, and we're staying at John's house, by the way. I don't know if anybody's been by John's house, but the backyard is phenomenal. It's just incredible. There's all kinds of species of birds too, but there's also plants, and just it's beautiful. So we have a habit in the morning. We get up, we have coffee, and then we go sit in our garden and we drink our coffee and we talk about what's coming up for the day, and then that's how we start our day. And so we're sitting there and we're thinking, and it's just so beautiful back here. And it reminded me of a conversation you and I had, Penina, you and I had 5 years ago. Do you remember? I'm sorry. So my brother Joe, I came up to visit because he was dying of cancer. And Penina was there. And so, we went through all the things you have to go through as a family. We had a member in our family that wasn't doing well, and I think there was a lot of emotions going on that day. And so Penina and I, we decided to go over by her place, and we sat down. You remember that? We sat down. She made me the best cup of cappuccino I've ever had to this day. And I asked her, well, how did you make this? And she goes, oh, I made it with, I don't know, like some kind of mix that you bought from the store. Or I don't know how you made it, but it was absolutely fantastic. And we just sat down and we started talking. We were having just a really good heart-to-heart. And I remember that we were sitting in a garden in 2 chairs with a cup of coffee, kind of like we did this morning. And I looked out in the garden, and John had already shown me on the plants, and John said that you had revived that. You made everything come back to life in that garden that wasn't living before. Now, the conversation we had back then 5 years ago was kind of similar to the situation of your garden before you worked on it. You were having a hard time. We were both kind of talking about life and love and peace and trying to find tranquility and all the mess that's going on around us. And Penina was kind of worried because, we were both getting older at the time, and we started just talking about things. And I go, after we finished everything else, I realized that what we need in our lives is love. And we talked a little bit about who we're seeing, and I was already with the love of my life. And Penina was in that stage where she was searching, she was looking. And that's the first time I heard you mention the name John. I remember you had met him sometime, I don't know when, maybe a little bit earlier, but you mentioned his name. And I was going, oh, well, pursue that, see where that takes you, And I think Penina, like a lot of other people, were a little reluctant, after you've been around a while. Sometimes we get burned here and there, but some of us get back up, some of us stay down. But Penina got up, and sitting in your garden today, and after meeting John and talking to John, especially today, get to know him a little bit better, I realized that just like the garden that you revived, John revived you too. And I was thinking to myself that John and you, at that time, were probably destined to be together. I can't figure out any other way when you guys meet in a parking lot to go look at some birds. And then you don't want to look at the birds anymore, but somehow John gets you in his Prius and drives you up to the bird sanctuary. I just learned that today, by the way, so. But we're here now, and like the garden that we were at this morning, and like the garden that you revived, and I can see that John has revived you too. Your soul is strong, it's intact, you're just full of just life and love. So if everybody would just raise their glass, I'd like to toast to John and to my lovely cousin for just being together. Love you both. Cheers.
Thank you, Phil.
Remember that, and I remember you mentioning John. That's right after that.
Also, we're going to start open mic, and first up, we have Cindy. So let's give Cindy a hand. There we go. All right.
In the wine. No, I'm kidding. My husband, John, or Ken, were Luna Hove classmates way back in Oahu, a zillion years ago. They were the rich kids. I was in my line, of course, out of town. But anyway, John and, like I said, ended up in Salem with my husband, Ken. They just happened to end up in the same world and the same Salem. And so we were at Saturday Market one day and shopping, whatever we were doing, and we ran into John. And John, at that point, was a shell of a man. There was no light in him. There was no spirit. It was just empty. No color, no spark. And it broke my heart. And he had lost his wife some time earlier. And we knew that feeling. My husband and I both had lost our spouses. We know that pain. And nobody should live in that dark hole. So I decided immediately, and of course at that point, John told us, I want what you two have. I want everybody to have what we have. We all want love. And so I got to work right away. We had a friend that set them up. And they got together, had a date. It was a nice date. They walked the dog and blah, blah. But it was just no spark there. And so he spent the night with us, and we talked about, well, how do you find a woman? You know, they're out there. Where do you find them? Straight corner? But anyway, we talked about maybe joining a dance club. And so turned on the music, and we just started goofing around. Of course, I can do one. Whatever. We were having fun. And all of a sudden, I see a little spark in him. Smile. A little bit of glow in the cheek. Aha, there's still spirit in that mood. And I knew it. Well, about 2 to 3 weeks later, he calls us up and says, well, I've something to tell you. Yeah, what is it? We could hardly wait. He was coming over. Oops, he was coming over. So he comes walking in, well, floating in. And he is glowing. This guy's got color. This guy is giddy as all get. He sits in the chair and he is wiggling all over. He is, well, he found somebody. And so he proceeds to tell this long story. Well, his story, my story is a little bit different. So, what happens was, of course they're birds. Okay, what the heck's a bird? Okay, those people on the funny little hats. They have binoculars and carries, run through the woods and go, there's a bird, there's a bird, there's a bird, there's a bird. Okay, they're not okay, so, but this one particular time, he's going with his group, and they're going to go find birds. So, but this time, John's on a different kind of mission. He is looking for the elusive bird. He looks high, he looks low. All of a sudden he hears, I'm here! I'm here! Here it comes. Shakes his feathers, looks up. It's the most beautiful bird you have ever seen. He flies up and he perches next to her. Looks over at her. Are you the elusive hollow bird? Yes, John. He puts his little wing around her. They are happier than I like. So today we are here to celebrate 2 birds of a feather. And they fly off on their journey of life. Love you, John.
Hello. I'm just going to stand closer to my sister. I feel really confident when I'm by her.
Nobody's watching that.
Okay. I'm Lisa Marie. I am Honest Anita's daughter, oldest daughter. Penina's niece. I'm the oldest grandchild of the 10 children that my nana had, Dolores, Penina's mom. So I know everything. Everything. Just So I grew up with 7 uncles, 2 aunts, my mom, in Davis. And we were a little, it was so fun. It was a little wild, but I think it's really safe to say we had a lot of love. I am very lucky. I was very supported by all my aunts and uncles, all of my family, anything I wanted to do. What about that? Yeah, see, Heather's telling jokes. She should be doing this speech actually, but you know, I just think that's really important to know about us. I wish all of them could be here. I wish Nana, you know, I was thinking about her a lot today and cracking up and kind of like rolling my eyes at the same time. But I'm very happy that Aunt Penina is happy. Everybody deserves to have that amount of happiness and security and love and family. And joining 2 families together can be really hard. But it's just a great thing to do. We learn so much from each other. And I'm really excited to get to know John's family more.
To the lovebirds.
Yes.
Cheers.
To the lovebirds, we love you.
Somebody get the mic. She's been around forever.
I'm trying to cover everything because
Just
my
say, "I love
sister
you,
was giving me a
Penina."
lot of pressure to like represent the entire family. See, that's the kind of stuff that happens when you have a big
Why did you
one.
have it again?